We're gonna head out of here now. This goes on for maybe 50, 60 miles that I've been around. At some point, it starts up higher than that. These are the foothills, and this water very well could be coming from even higher. But let's head out of here. But here is some of the places where I was looking at building shelters and things. Look at this. These trees about to start sprouting. Those not, because they're not in the sun. Hey, butterfly. And this is just, as you see, we're only going maybe, not quite 50 yards upstream or downstream. Man, how long ago did that tree was cut by human? A long time ago. Look at this. Wheels over here where those rocks are. Oh, well, they highlighted rocks. That sandbar there, right behind a boulder. So that's a prime area. This is not quite, but because of this eddy here is making this outside bend. See how that lighter material? Well, down there is going to be gold and lead and heavy metals. I love, these are birch trees, but that's different than aspen. I don't know what those are at this altitude. Oh man, this is recent. Somebody cut that off. But we should be up here anyway. I don't normally be down here. This is my normal way of travel. Look at that. Just by coming up that little incline. Now mind you, right there is my car. I want to go down there because I like that right there. Now remember I said about that little tree? Look at those over there. And for seniors, I think this is all right. Not exercise, lifestyle. Get out here, get your balance, your agility, your mobility, and all that. And all that jazz. Do I have a dog or what? I think that was the perfect shot. I almost want to look at it now. Isn't that scary how close to a prepared dwelling that could be? And that's, I think, is going to be my first dwelling. I want to come there and smoke whatever's in there out, throw a bunch of burning rags smoldering back up in there, and get whatever's in there out of there, and then safeguard. And one day I gotta build it so that I can control access thereafter. Because I don't want to get it 3/4 done, come there one day and there's somebody occupying it. So once I throw that rag in there, thereafter, I have to take control of access because there are everything that will seek improved shelter. Now wait till the spring melt comes and I do some bushcraft and find a location such as this and others, tree houses, platforms, I can put a tent on, all kind of things. And I welcome any of the people that's going to hopefully join my content. And I'm going to try to break it down to different channels. One on this kind of thing, bushcrafting. One on my dog. One on just life in general, like because I want to share my travels. Who would want to share these kind of experiences? And here, I take the rear view mirror down. I use that for reference. I put that in a file. Not to be discarded, but safeguarded. Because it took all that for me to bump my head enough time to learn. That's why the only degree I have is the International University of Hard Knocks. And you do things a bunch of different ways, and you have success, and you have failures, and you learn the lessons from those failures. As my mother used to say, a hard head make a soft ass every time. But I digress. Look at this. Nobody put this here but God. So how dare somebody tell me let me show myself. How dare somebody tell me this ain't my land? How dare someone tell me that? Because, you know why? My father, he made that. He gave me melanin so I can grow like these trees as long as I'm grounded and obedient to him. Synchronicity of what's his will is. These rocks been here a long time. We were made in his image. That's why we're here. And for those Pan-African and diaspora and all that stuff there, we are fundamental. Because we're aboriginal to this land. That dog is aboriginal to this land. You see this here? You see that turkey feather there? That's where I'm at. You feel that? You see what I'm wearing on my feet? What more spiritual is that? Who's more native now? Look at that. This is where I'm at. You feel me? You feel me? This is the respect you gotta have for you're at. This is where you gotta have that synchronicity of place. See, you would think that I would have went that way, right? But in the long run, it's harder. Ask me how I know I've been here before. But see how real this place is? And where is she? There she is. How'd you get way the hell up there? No, we just gotta climb straight up here. See, this is why I say lifestyle, because you do this a few times a day. And you just one foot in front of the other. But remember, I'm huffing and puffing because we're at 6,000 feet. And look where we're at. Dun, 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 dun. That's synchronicity. That's synchronicity at work. Well, you was drinking water down there. Here we go, watch this. I have a goodie bag here. Capri Sun. But I just have one of them right now. I'm such a big kid, right? I'm not gonna put the label towards you because they're not my sponsor yet. Okay. She's already had. But just to show you my goodie bag, forgive me, but it's junk. I have oatmeal cakes, and old school. I was having a case of the munchies, cherry pies, and weed. And I still have a nice hot thermos of coffee that's still drinkable temperature. And here, this was set up with the sunroof open the whole time. God giveth, and no man put us under. Synchronicity is that time. Oh, you're trying to dry your feet? Okay, I'm going to stop this because I want to do something a little bit different here.